外魔係嘛？唔係喎，係喎。
The void, but somehow different this time.
教外魔喎。
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you, when you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
即係佢係私生女。
We were just playing.
Young Lady Jessamine, what's your name?
It was her. Delilah's life. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
救翻返嚟都半條命。應該現實世界啦。
I miss you, even in the
If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost.
Delilah Copperspoon. Or is it Caldwin?
What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored.
The Royal Conservatory. This place was commissioned by my grandfather in my grandmother's name.
I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to. Delilah. My aunt, if that's really true. She has a twisted way of looking at the world. I don't know Duke Luca Abel, but Corvo served under Luca's father, and said Theodanis was a good man. Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers. One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca. Closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership.
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. In another life, he might be facing me along with her.
His age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaca's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Wow, 峽谷咁。
There'll be a grand guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
又係呢啲巷仔，啲冇嘢攞啊應該。任務日誌，哇，好多支線喎！
Your gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a rivercrest shovel. Because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants. Hello?
Hello.
Going on here?
咁撚多人，黐人線。有冇人啊？有人喎。
Kinda dry. You really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them.
Someone there. I wonder who that was. That was a rat. He was a fat one.
I've received your request.
What?
I agree that this time cannot come quickly enough. Unfortunately,
By the strictures!
I will get back to you if I hear anything more.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Can't even breathe no more.
Kích暈咗佢。
Who's she to say I didn't deserve the promotion? She wouldn't know a promotion if it hit her in the head.
冇嘢攞喎呢度其實。
Hope it's not something bad. Maybe it's nothing.
Hey, what happened here? Oh well, never mind.
Never mind 係咪真係 never mind 先？哇！真係 never mind 嘅喎。真係 never mind 喎佢哋。秘密前哨。
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
I just have to finish my shift, and I can go home. Put my feet up.
如果咁樣嘅話，
Gotta get back to Dunwall. I feel so bad. Haven't seen the kids.
影響神與姊妹，調查佢。
2 years.
加美術
Someone there? Nothing here.
Let's have a look. Better have a look. No! mercy! You won't get away! You aren't going anywhere!
Ready?
No use
This
running!
shouldn't take long.
I told him he was too scared.
Shit! Lost her. Wait, where is she?
Yesterday, the wind kicked up so hard I thought the windmill was going to fall apart. The wall of light was flickering and sparking like crazy.
I've seen that too. But whale oil's expensive now, and the tanks run dry. The wind's unpredictable. Still better than a bunch of howlers running the jet for you at night.
Yeah, I see your point.
The officers should get extra rations. We work harder and we come from better families. I should think that's just obvious.
What, like a stocking without a leg? That's what. Nothing.
Nerves shot.
Someone there?
Someone suspicious.
Thought I saw someone right
I'll have a
here.
look around.
Let's check the place.
There's a call on the wall of light's attunement. Shit!
Hard times. Hard times.
皇家美術
Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
Brothers and sisters of my planet. And all the little people who make this great.
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself.
A new empress sits on the throne of Dunwall. Our rightful ruler, Delilah calls for her name, first of her name. May she reign forever.
I'm hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
If they want war, we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. No matter how many of lives sacrificed, we'll fight for Delilah. Fight for Delilah.
Wow! 屌你老鼠！ Look
at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated baker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
真係搞撚笑嘅真係，咁撚多能力一個都冇。
Oh, the look on his face. Well, who was he expecting? The Empress? What a fool.
Look at Duncan Bale, my friend. He's a patriot. A man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of silver into shiny coin. I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No question, no complaint. We're not going to need any miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the coin here. That's right.
On those boots. Sees the surprise I left for him. Idiot.
So slightly, it belongs in
乜撚嘢？乜撚嘢嚟㗎？呢隻？哇！
withering things in the hours before dawn. Fallen milkmaids and magistrates, come before me and bow, for I am Delilah, your queen.
Also Delilah. The moon in the sky floats like a blanket.
Amelia, dear, if Brianna hears you when her mood is off, you're going to lose an eye making fun like that.
She's only having fun, Francesca. And Brianna's too busy with the communion to be bothered. She's got her mind on the Sisters of the Oracular.
Because otherwise, the Abbey will see us all blackened by fire.
I can feel my power
The conservatory. I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
一步一驚心。What the fuck?
Don't feel a little scratchy. Maybe some steeped borage and chamomile will do the trick.
都嚟老鼠仲想走？咩嚟嘅啫？黐緊咗線啊！咁撚嘢嚟啊！
Shooting at us! Someone there? You should have stayed in your world. You're not one of us.
I wanted to know what it was. I'm teasing Tamina. I read it too. Do you think Delilah really could have done that?
I've heard the same stories about Paolo the Howler.
What you've heard about Paolo is tricks. But I have faith Delilah could do such a thing.
Coming back? It doesn't seem possible. I've heard the same stories about Paolo the Howler.
What you've heard about Paolo is not the same. He's a street. Ready your thorn, though.
What would you and Father advise if you were both here? Sometimes I dream we're all together again.
Don't stop inside that strange house of his. I don't know, Delilah. No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt he had anything more to give us. Sokolov was taken away as well. Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the miraculous sisters. My influence grows.
Wise Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
And we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born. Delightful. And his business with Jindash was affected. We continued to take her with the lenses. Thicker, thinner. Some parts piled in my workshop, but Jindash finished some time ago. The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device. Blood and biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready. Will you visit soon? Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. The High Overseer won't be a problem anymore. And there's the matter of my own project. I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink an ocean of good wine and stay tight as a boiled owl. I look forward to it. For now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again on the morrow. Farewell. Goodbye, Delilah, my Empress. It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
What does she mean she's Delilah?
Like that. Better have a look.
Someone there?
I switched my escape! You should have stayed.
blood moon. Let's see. It was 6? Just a little.
Hey,
3.
who are you? Time to cry and bleed. Stab the air. Come back here.
Specific. Very specific.
This looks important. I wonder what it does. Jindosh was tiresome. How does this even work?
Fresh cooked is so much better than dried.
Who's running around over what? Where will I go next? I won't let. Let's hear how you die.
I'll see you in the void.
You should have stayed in your boring little world. I know you're here somewhere. Anyone here? Huh? So you wanted to... Oh, you monster!
尋找另一條路。尋找另一條路，即係要殺呢兩隻嘢咯。
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Jindosh. What power does he hold over Brianna? Are they lovers?
Perhaps. That wouldn't give him any power over Brianna. Jindosh is an ally, an agent of the Duke, gifted in the ways of natural philosophy. Together, they've built something that can pierce the void itself.
I've never seen Brianna work with machines. Anyone here? Show yourself.
A fine nest, my dears. Too late. Better search the place. What?
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The Overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions. After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis 3 years ago. Across the Isle, all of us who've been with her.
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless. Now to activate it and sever Ashworth's connection to the void.
I don't like that. What?
All that's left to do is hit the switch, and Ashworth should be powerless.
feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had. Leave me be. That's it. I'm done. Leave me alone. You've ruined me.
Keep my mind on my duties. Forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
Isn't it dinner time yet?
Someone's asking for trouble over there.
Welcome. Obviously, you are someone with refined tastes. Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like?
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
All right, Megan. Thank you for opening up, if only a little.
I'm starting to feel like you deserve it. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes. Let's go. Take me back to the Dreadful Whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.